is Ed Marshall's first parachute jump in nearly 80 years. He's a Second World War veteran, and he had just finished training as a paratrooper when the war ended. Now, Marshall had made 6 jumps at the time, but none from such a high altitude. That is until today, when he got to experience that feeling for the first time at the age of 100. And tonight, Ed Marshall is the subject of our spotlight. Ed Marshall joins us now from Toronto. He is a Second World War veteran who just did a parachute jump today. He's 100 years old. He's accompanied by his grandson, Bailey Fullen. Thank you so much, both of you, for making the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mr. Marshall, let me start with you. This was a very eventful day. How did it feel?
It sure has been.
And how did it feel?
I feel great about it. And I think my goal was to, like, I'm 100 years old. I wanted to raise $1,000 for SickKids Hospital for every year of my life. And I think we've done that, haven't we, Bill?
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah, almost there. And I
Bailey,
think the results of today should help push us over the top.
Oh, well, we'll do whatever we can to help with that. Bailey, let me ask you, your grandfather, 100 years old, says, I want to jump out of a plane, and you say what?
Yeah, we were pretty taken aback.
A lot of people think I am nuts, but it was something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I was in the Army both for the Second World War, and I did my parachute jumps, military ones, which were all low, less than 600 feet or there, around that area. And you don't get time to enjoy them. So I thought I would enjoy this. And the free fall is a little bit hairy, I guess you could call it. So, but you have time getting your breath. Yeah.
Ed, we're watching the video of you falling out of the plane before the parachute actually is unveiled.
No.
What was that like?
Getting out of the plane is a very difficult thing. It's just an ordinary airplane. You have to go out the side door. But I'm strapped to Adam Winnicky. He's an experienced parachutist. 4,600 jumps, and member of the Skyhawks, but I'm strapped to him. So he's helping me out of the plane by pushing and by trying to direct my legs out to, there's a step just out by the wheel. And so anyway, we finally got out, the two of us, and I guess we fell for about 10 seconds, and
or even longer. Yeah. They have the footage there, so they're experiencing it with you.
Anyway, but it is a little hard to breathe when this wind is rushing up at you. So anyway, but the free fall footage is enough to scare you, as far as I'm concerned. As far as my seeing me.
Ed, I'm watching it and I'm terrified, and I can't quite believe that you would want to do this. But I get that you used to do it for the military. You'd never gotten a jump as high as this when you were in the military. Why did you wait so long to do this challenge that you had obviously wanted to do for some time?
What I wanted to do when I was 100, because I figured I wanted to raise this money, and I figured if I was 100, I had a lot more chance of raising donations than I would if I was, let's say, 90. And anyway, so it seems to my theory has kind of proved itself because we have, I think, pretty close to that 100,000 donation.
Absolutely.
And I love that you're using your age to an advantage the way that you are. Bailey, just talk to me about that fundraising effort. How has it gone? You are so close to the goal.
Yeah, it's been extraordinary. I mean, I'm lucky enough to get the email messages every time we have a donor. I think we have over 800 donors, and we'll have messages from parents who have kids who are in SickKids care right now. We'll also have messages from people who were in SickKids hospital growing up, messages from people whose parents are veterans who are veterans themselves. There's just so many. It speaks to people in so many ways. So it's so heartwarming to receive all of those, and now we'll get the opportunity to go over all of them with my grandfather.
Yeah, Bailey's been a fantastic help. Yeah, not only is he a good grandson, he's also a real hard worker. And I've appointed him my agent.
Oh, he's a great agent for you. Ed, final advice. I mean, you're 100 years old and you've decided to jump out of a plane. Clearly, you don't think that age is any obstacle, but what do you want people to know about being 100?
What was that?
What do you want people to know about being 100?
Just that I'm quite comfortable being 100. I feel, and I'm very fortunate that I'm in reasonable health for my age. The legs are a little bit wonky, but anyway.
They served you well today.
I use a cane, but I get there. And anyway, so I've heard there's been two men in the States who have been 100 and have done this. And I think I'm the only one in Canada that has done it. So I was counting on that to raise the funds.
Well, Ed, good for you, and what a pleasure to speak with you both. That's Ed Marshall, a Second World War veteran who did a parachute jump today at the age of 100, and he's accompanied by his grandson, Bailey Fullen, joining us from Toronto. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having us.
You're quite welcome. Yeah.